This video is part of a series that goes over beginner number sense tricks. Today we'll be going over the trick for finding a remainder when we're dividing by powers of 2. This trick only works for powers of 2. There will be a separate trick for the powers of 3. And then later on we'll be looking at how we can combine different tricks. We'll even go over the powers of 11 trick, but that'll be for later. So, the main thing about this is that you pretty much just have to look at the last few digits of your number. So whenever you're looking at these problems, you want to think of your divisor as a power of 2 and check what power of 2 it is. Once you figure that out, you just want to look at the last n digits in that case. So as an example, if I'm dividing by 4, then 4 is the same as 2 squared. So I only look at 2 digits, because that's the exponent. If I'm thinking about 8, well, 8's the same thing as 2 cubed, so I'm only going to look at the last 3 digits, and etc. So again, we're only going to look at the last few digits for those. So here are a few examples where we can go ahead and go through that. For the first one, we're dividing by 2, and that's pretty easy. We're just essentially just looking at whether or not this number is even or odd, but that's the same thing as just looking at the last digit. Again, this is because this is the same as 2 to the first power. Now, obviously, this is an odd number, so in this case, you get a remainder of 1. Well, what if we're dividing by 4? Well, as said before, this is 2 squared, so we're going to look at the last 2 digits. In this case, it's the 1 and 0. Now, 4 goes into 10 twice, so 4 times 2 is 8, 10 minus 8 is 2, so you get a remainder of 2. For the last one, 8 is the same thing as 2 cubed, so we're just going to look at the last 3 digits. And if I go ahead and highlight those here, well, I chose a very special one. In this case, 8 goes into 807 100 times, and you just get a remainder of 7. So in this case, you just go ahead and write 7. Usually with this trick, they're trying to just try to separate everyone who doesn't know the trick, so they'll put in very big numbers for you to get distracted by. But as long as you know the trick, then these problems should be really quick. So awesome. This is a really good trick to know. It does pop up quite often. Next time, we will be looking at the remainder when dividing by powers of 3. So awesome. Ciao, guys. I'll see y'all later.